Hi, I'm Peter Tom, and welcome to yet another episode of Cruisin' Cuisine, the show that gives you an in-depth look at one of the newest dining destinations, the food truck. These rolling restaurants have come a long way from the hot dog cart, inspiring culinary creators to pack up their knives and hit the road, literally. Today we have in the studio one such trendsetter based out of Orange County, California. This young entrepreneur has been making quite a name for himself, serving up quality eats with unmatched service. Please welcome Chef Jason Quinn, co-owner and operator of the Lime Truck.
Peter Tom, good to see you, my friend.
How you doing, Jason?
Yeah, great. Always a pleasure.
All right, have a seat. All right, so first question, why a food truck? Why not just a sit-down restaurant?
You know, man, it's all about capital. When you're 24 years old and you want to cook, probably don't have the money to start a restaurant, plus the overhead is just massive, Getting into the truck is a nice, easy way to get your food out there, kind of find out if it's successful, stroke your ego a little bit. It's really a no-brainer.
Sure. Now, speaking of the food truck, I know that it's a kitchen slammed into a moving vehicle. How is it working in such a small space?
It's absolutely terrible. It's a complete nightmare every day. When me and the grill guy are constantly kind of butting elbows, and whenever we're prepping or getting our orders in and stuff like that, it's just a disaster. I mean, our fridge space is less than the size of you.
Sure, sure, and then dangerous too. You guys are working with knives.
Absolutely.
All right. Now, how did you come up with the name The Lime Truck?
Daniel called me when we were kind of starting the business. And
Daniel is?
My partner, I'm sorry.
Sure.
And he had an idea of the kind of food he wanted to do. He wanted to do really light, citrusy kind of salads and paninis. And I don't know what I want to call it, but I want to make sure that it's bright green and lime green. And hey, lime, that's not a bad idea at all for a name for this concept. And he loved it. He totally hit the ball running. And we got the website, we got the LLC, so we really didn't have a choice to change it after that.
Right, all set up and ready to go. Now, you guys do a lot of different things. Is there any type of cuisine that you would say your food kind of falls in that category?
It's a question that I hate, but if I have to kind of define it, definitely Californian cuisine. I mean, we use a lot of influence from all over the world. We have, Mexico with these great colors and flavors coming up. We have, just where we've grown up with, a lot of Asian influence and, a lot of French technique and stuff like that. So, that's really kind of where we get a lot of our influence from.
Sure. Now we took a crew out to your location and kind of saw you in action. Let's see how it went.
Meat is tender, juicy, and seasoned great.
It's pretty ultimate. It's yummy.
The meat's got a good flavor to it. The bread's nice and soft.
James Addiction quesadilla. Spicy.
Well, the truck looks great.
Yeah, thank you.
Food looks really good. It seems like everybody's really enjoying it. Now, how do you come up with the different ideas for your menu?
It's completely ingredient driven. We work with two main people who, one of us gives us all the proteins and one of us gives us all the produce. And they both understand where we're coming from as far as there really is no limit as to what we're willing to serve, just has to fit in our price point. And they understand that we like to kind of not scare people, but do things that people don't really see on a day-to-day basis at even restaurants, let alone a food truck. And so we kind of just get these almost care packages from these distributors and just have to kind of figure out what to do with it, a little Iron Chef action.
Now, I know you mentioned price point. Where exactly do you try to kind of get your items to range?
We feel that between $3 to $8 is pretty much the range that people are comfortable paying at a truck. We did as much as 12 one day, and we're able to actually sell out of that item. But we found that people are more comfortable in the $3 to $7 range as far as, even if they don't 100% love it, that's just what a meal costs anyways.
Sure, sure. Now, do you have anything on your menu that is more difficult to prepare than others?
There are things that take more attention than others once we're on the truck. There are things that take a perfectly cooked burger is a lot harder to do than warming up some shredded carnitas. That's something that you really can't mess up too bad. We found on certain days that we've done, dishes that were, almost too ambitious for us to do. And, we've been kind of stuck in the weeds the rest of the day because we've been, just still garnishing and garnishing. And, we try to avoid making people wait more than, 5 minutes for their food.
Sure, because I mean that's part of the lure of this food truck is that it's
In
it's
and
quick,
out.
it's easy, it's in and out, right? Now, what would you say is your most popular item on the menu? Now, I know your menu changes all the time, correct?
Yeah, we have, 3 staples that one day we actually went without our carnitas fries just based on, it was Labor Day and we couldn't buy it. And that was the day that, people came, where is it? So we realized at that point that we had to have that as a staple.
So the carnitas fries is the best thing, the number one thing that
Well,
people
it's
order.
definitely the most ordered. It's not the most finesse, it's not the most sophisticated, but it's kind of one of those things where, my dad said the best. He said, this makes me want to go to a bar and get drunk just so I can have this afterwards.
Very nice. Yeah. All right, so now I know you guys are popular. I mean, there's always a line. You guys are always busy. How do you get the word out to people?
If you were starting right now, it'd be much easier. You could just go to one of these food truck meetups, and the next thing you know, 500 people know about you. But when we were first starting, we were very guerrilla about it. We had to talk to some of the other owners. Hey, we should, team up. Let's go to places together because they had already had fans and they already had followers, and we were jealous we didn't. Yelp is a huge thing for us. Facebook, Twitter, huge things that have really, really helped us out. Also, the OC Foodie Fest, there was 50 trucks and 8,500 people who came. And so with that respect, that's a huge amount of people that are being kind of opened up to this, new fad, if you will. And we actually were lucky enough to win first place in that. Oh. And so after that, anyone who didn't try us that day was really, really anxious to come do it in the next 2 weeks.
Sure, so basically just word of mouth.
Yeah,
no real
absolutely.
advertising.
Just besides the truck, no.
Perfect. Now, I noticed you mentioned website?
Yeah, www.thelimetruck.com.
www.thelimetruck.com. All right, now that's how you're going to find the truck. You're going to go to www.limetruck.com. Well, that's all for today's episode. I'd like to say thank you to Jason Quinn for coming, owner of the Lime Truck.
Of course.
Appreciate it. And we'll see you guys next time. Cruisin' Cuisine. Keep on trucking.